Welcome to another episode of Bloodlust Boxing. I'm Sav.
And I'm Baz.
And today's episode, did Richie RIAKPORHE drop the ball? He was lined up to fight OPETAIA for that IBF title, but a boxer and Richie RIAKPORHE pulled out in the last minute. And now we have Jordan Thompson versus OPETAIA in London this weekend in the OVO Arena. Wow, I'm looking forward to this one.
Can't be there, so should be a really good one.
I believe there's a few tickets going, so it's a shame because it feels like it's gone under the radar a little bit. It's a quality fight, I think.
Yeah. There's been a lot of fights recently, actually. Like this year has just been crazy.
At least one every 2 weeks, every other week.
It's all popping off.
It's all popping off. But anyway, we got Jordan Thompson and OPETAIA. OPETAIA had that crazy fight versus Bradis I believe it was a few years back now. But he broke his jaw in two places, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know how he got through that. I'll be honest with you.
It was brutal.
I mean, he looked like he's in real trouble in like round 10, and yet he still made it to the end.
Yeah. I rewatched it again. I think it was round 11. He was really struggling, but he said he actually broke it in round 2. Like
in round 2.
In round 2, yeah. He said
That's
it was from
madness.
round 2 it went, but he didn't tell his corner until the 11th round because obviously he didn't want to get pulled out. So, but that just shows you the mentality of the man. Like, it just like that Samoan blood. Like,
that's it.
Crazy fun fact: OPETAIA is related to Tim Cahill. For those of you soccer fans or footy fans in the UK.
What one of those? How did you know that?
just pulling these facts out of the air, like that fight again. Going back to it, I was just watching it, and I just loved everything about it. It was a good fight.
Yeah.
And the fighting stance of OPETAIA, it's a southpaw, and he's very light on his feet, isn't he? Yeah, he's very light on his feet. He bounces around a lot.
He's quite a fast puncher as well, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
For the weight class.
Yeah, definitely. He's got great punch selection. Like that's for the 1-2s, and a good uppercut. He's got a really good uppercut.
Yeah. Do you think OPETAIA is carrying the division at the minute? So
it's a tricky one because
I know he's been inactive due to injury, but
I don't think his profile's crossed over to the mainstream yet. So I think within boxing fans and the boxing world, everyone knows who he is and what a good quality fighter he is. But until it crosses over, I wouldn't say he was carrying it. No, I wouldn't. I don't know. The cruiserweight division in the UK has been popping off. You've got obviously Smith, who got the win over Okolie, who previously held one of the belts.
Who knows what's going on with that ring match?
RIAKPORHE, who was doing well, but obviously, I mentioned it earlier, but what's going on there? Because obviously
they've done a big disservice to Richard there. Boxer proper dropped the ball.
Yeah. It was last minute. Probably one of the biggest fights of his career to date, or would have been to date, and they didn't put in a bid.
No. I mean, how can you do that to your fighter?
I mean, keeping an eye on Richard RIAKPORHE's Instagram, and all I seem to be seeing is him modeling. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to see that. Like, all right, it's good to have a hobby, get a little bit of side income, but he's a boxer. He needs to be boxing, and
it's wasted, talent wasted.
Yeah, he's been building and building. His opportunity came, and it was there for boxer to take and for him to take it.
And it's not even like it's just a standard fight, Sub. It was a title shot, man. How can you do that to your fighter?
Title shot, and he would have felt confident going into that fight. OPETAIA is a great fighter. As I said, he's light on his feet. He likes to bounce around. He's got great punch selection. He's got good uppercut, but there's holes there. There's holes there. Like,
you reckon there's holes there? Yeah.
The amount of times he got caught by Bradis in that fight.
He seems to walk quite square on. Even though he's got fast hands, I feel like he doesn't actually take too many angles.
Well, he's got a long stance. He's got a long stance on those. But one of the problems, and maybe that's something for Jordan Thompson to capitalize on, is in the clinch and out the clinch. Like when they're fighting, he switches off when he's pulling back. So he'll throw a flurry of punches, and if the referee says break or whatever, he just switches off. And actually, I think it was something that was picked up by his corner, and his trainer in that OPETAIA fight. But yeah, it seems to be one of the things when he's pulling away from the clinch, he just switches off for a split second, and that's when he can get caught. We've been talking about OPETAIA, but what about Jordan Thompson? What do you think he can do in this fight?
He's undefeated at the minute.
15-0 he is.
Yeah. So he's got that on his side.
He's a tall guy as well.
I think he's a bit unproven at the minute. He's a little bit unproven.
Yeah, he is. So it is a bit of a leap of faith for him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what do you think? What do you think he can do in this fight?
Like, I'm actually, I'm a fan of Jordan Thompson as well, because I saw him in a couple of fights early on, and I thought, yeah, he looks like he's got something special. And there was one fight, and I've seen it in a couple of fights. He seems to drop off towards the end. I think it was against Duka. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. Fight right at the end, he just switched off, and the engine sort of ran dry. And I think that's one of the problems to do with his height and making the weight. So he actually got caught in that fight. I believe he got dropped right at the last round, but managed to get up to win the fight.
Oh, really?
And consequently, Ducar's facing our man Chef Clark this weekend as well. So that'd be an interesting one. A little side inroads there. But yeah, I think that thing for Jordan Thompson is the weight and how easy does he make it? Because as I said, he's 6'6". He's a cruiserweight.
He's a unit.
Yeah, he doesn't look gaunt though. I mean, you look at him.
How is he making that weight at 6'6"? It's like, where is there no bones there? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's mad. But he is trained by Tony Sims. So one of the things they like to do, Tony Sims, is they got, I believe is it the triangle or the diamond? It's a shape. It's a shape. But basically, they run this course, and it is like by the end of it, everyone's throwing up. So he likes to get his guys conditioned. So I mean, where he's working with Tony Sims, you'd hope for him.
So you give him a good shot in this fight, then, Sub?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Early on.
That didn't sound a little bit. You didn't sound too convincing. That
early on. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. I feel OPETAIA. I mean, he's got the heart of a lion, and he's going to go in there.
But is that taking a toll on him? It's once you've been through that kind of a war, can you recover? Because this is. I mean, listen,
it's going to be over a year.
Since then, he's going to be worried about that jaw.
Yeah, it's been a long time. As soon as he gets
hit on there with any sort of punch, is it going to be like, warning signs?
To be honest, from what I know from like breaks and stuff like that, usually it heals up stronger than when it broke. So
you've had a couple of breaks, haven't you?
Yeah. I don't think mine healed up much stronger, to be fair.
How many times have you broken your toe?
And to be fair, my shoulder keeps popping out all the time as well. That's not great. But anyway, back to OPETAIA. I think he's going to do the job. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, what do you think? How do you see this fight going?
You know what? I just keep switching. I was kind of Jordan Thompson needs to step on the gas early to win the fight. He can't let go past round 6.
Yeah.
So provided he gets him out of there within 6 rounds, then I believe during the fight. But as soon as it goes past that, Jai OPETAIA will come into it. He's got great energy. I might get shot down for this, but looking at OPETAIA, he reminds me of like a Calzaghe, the way he fights.
That's a brave claim.
It's a good compliment, isn't it?
That is good.
He's very,
You're rating him quite highly there, so I mean, Calzaghe's a legend, bro.
Yeah, the punch power isn't quite there. Calzaghe lacked a little bit of punch power, but the engine was there, the tenacity, the punch selection.
That's true.
He's very light on his feet for a big guy. So, and
Calzaghe had a lot of injuries as well.
Yeah, exactly. Both southpaws. So
yeah, it's true. It's going to be an entertaining one. What about the undercard, Sub?
So yeah, we've got Ellie Scottney versus Laura Griffer on there. So Ellie Scottney obviously got the IBF title. Obviously, there's a lot of female fighters on the card that evening. We've got Rhiannon Dixon on there as well versus Katharina Vanderas. Hopefully I said that correct. Shannon Ryan. I believe it looks like it's going to be, I'm not sure whether her fighter pulled out. And then there's Maisie Rose. Maisie Rose is local last to us, isn't she? She's Elton.
Yeah.
Elton based.
Respect to her.
So yeah, there's quite a lot of female fighters on there. And obviously we've got Chev Clark as well for fighting Duka, like I mentioned earlier. So that'll be a really good quality fight.
Yeah. No, it's a good stepping stone for him.
Yeah, it's good to sort of judge him because Jordan Thompson fought Duka before this one. So depending on how Jordan Thompson does in this and how Chef Clark does against Duka, it's be interesting to gauge it.
Shows, yeah, it's true. It's true. I really like the levels that Chev's been like stepping up. Really, to be fair, that I feel like they're growing him well.
Yeah, and he's an exciting fighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's another one who I think he needs to step on the gas now. I think he needs to take them big steps to get that title shot. But
it's true. It's true.
You got Billamsmith, who's been around the camp. He was watching some of the build up today. He'll have a keen eye on this fight. He's got one of the other belts, and he'll want to fight the winner out of Jordan Thompson and Joe OPETAIA, won't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we still don't know what's going on with that Okolie fight.
Nah. That's been very hush lately. I've not really heard nothing about that. I feel like something's going on.
Yeah,
there's something going on in the background there. We're not being told something.
Yeah.
We'll have to do some digging, Sav.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to this fight. Watch it. It'll be on DAZN, and then later on we'll have the Canelo fight as well. So yeah, it's a great weekend of boxing.
Yeah. We covered a little video on that. I don't know which one's going to come out first, but if you haven't watched it, give it a watch.
The only thing I would say as well, which is slightly annoying for the UK London fans which are going to watch the fight, is that there is a train strike this weekend. So I don't know whether that's going to get called off or not. It probably won't, to be honest. So it's going to make it a bit of a hassle to get to the fight. So make sure you get out early, get to the Wembley Arena or over Arena early, get your drinks in, and enjoy the fight.
Or just get a cab. I mean, that'll do it.
Get a cab.
Just get a cab, mate.
It's a cost of living crisis, Baz.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Can't all afford cabs, yeah?
And on that depressing note.
If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks to all the new subscribers. It's been great. And the comments we've had recently as well. So, thank you for everyone who's commented, liked, subscribed. And
let us know what you want us to cover next.
Yeah. Cheers.
Peace.